Hi, it's Tony Veroven with the National Air Filtration Association, and I am on the line with Susan Frew. Hi, Susan.
Hi, greetings from Colorado.
Susan is the Susan is the CEO and owner of Sunshine Plumbing, Heating, and Air in Denver, and I can guess why you called your name Sunshine Plumbing and Heating and Air.
Well, it's actually named after my stepdaughter, who,
Okay.
when I got married, and she became my stepdaughter, she was 15. So it wasn't always all sunshine, but
Okay.
now that she's a little bit older, it's much better.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, that's good. I didn't know that there was also that meaning, and that's actually extra special. But some people don't know that Denver gets 300 plus days of sunshine per year.
Yes, equal to only Southern California, and that's so that Southern California and Colorado, same weather.
Excellent. Excellent. So for those who live in the frozen tundra, so maybe vacation. Yeah, if the plane ticket to LA is too expensive, head to Denver for
Right.
that seasonal affective disorder treatment.
Yes. Don't go
Excellent.
to Seattle. That'd be bad.
Right, right. Well, Susan, thanks so much for joining us. The reason I wanted to speak with you is because you are our keynote speaker at NAFA's technical seminar, March 31st through the 2nd. And so I wanted to invite you on just to speak to our attendees and potential attendees and introduce them to you just a little bit in advance.
Wonderful. Hi, everyone. I can't wait to see you in Phoenix. It's going to be awesome. And that's a lot of sunshine there, too.
That should be great. I'm looking forward. I'm taking a trip for a trip to Las Vegas in January, and I'll be in March, in Phoenix. So it'll be a nice little break here from Wisconsin, where we are at here. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit, Susan, about your topic, and have you just maybe help tell our potential attendees about your topic here. So let's maybe just jump right into that. What is the subject matter? You're our keynote speaker, and then I'm going to give people a little surprise here after you kind of mention that.
Okay, so my topic is going to be compete on awesome, not on price. And that has sort of been our philosophy here from Sunshine from the very beginning. So I was a business coach for many, many years, and I coached 17 different trades, right? So it was crazy. I'm the daughter of a carpenter. So somehow that all came together, and all of these tradespeople started coming to me, and I sort of became the expert. And then when I met and married my husband, he was a master plumber, NATE certified HVAC technician, and back in the day, a journeyman electrician. So I was in the trades. But when we entered the Denver market, we were up in the mountains. Prior to that, we had 950 competitors. So we needed to find a way to compete, and we did not want to compete on price, because we did not want to compete on Chuck in a truck and the guy on Craigslist. We wanted to compete with some formidable opponents or competitors in the market, but we just decided to make our service outstanding and not get down to the nickel and diming each other back and forth.
Right, right. So that is a great point. There's so many things I want to say, because I come from a sales career as well, and so for you talking about, like, there's always somebody who will be a lower price, and I always tell told customers, like, this price, service, and quality. You get to pick two.
Right.
Right?
Because you can't have all three.
You cannot have all three. If somebody can tell me which company out there is providing all three, I will love to see it, but I've never seen it.
I've also heard it said, do you want it cheap, fast, or good?
Yes, exactly. And so a lot of our members out there are salespeople, they're business owners, right? They're manufacturers. Everybody's selling something, right? So, but everybody that comes to our meetings are, they're manufacturers, they're distributors, they're salespeople, and things like that. So I think we're all kind of in the same boat. So give us, I guess, maybe just a couple. What are some of the takeaways that somebody who attends our conference is going to get from your session?
Well, I always hope for people to walk away with 2 to 3 ideas that they can go and implement in their business, regardless of what your industry is. Now, I speak to a lot of different trades and peripheral trades organizations. So I really understand your customer demographic, what have you. But the message is always this: you have to remain memorable. So whatever it is that you can do to set yourself apart from everyone else in the pack, that's what you need to focus on. Otherwise, you're just going to become plain vanilla like everyone else, and you're going to be fighting on price all the time. So you need to be known for something, right? For us, we were known for our brownies. We send thank you cards and brownies to all of our customers, every single customer for the first year, and then that became a little bit too expensive to do. Now we always send a thank you card, and we send cookies or brownies when they spend a little bit more. Then we send gift baskets if they buy a full HVAC system or a boiler or something to that effect that's very expensive. And then if we make a mistake, we send flowers and say we're sorry because we screw up sometimes.
Absolutely. No, nobody's perfect. And that's another thing I believe in highly is that, it's not necessarily the problem that was created but it's how you handle it, right? It's the customer service after the fact that will keep someone, even in a major error.
I had a situation just recently, and I belong to this gym, and I had been out for surgery, and I was out for a really long time, but I still kept paying my membership. And I found out after the fact that they had a medical hold, and no one there told me about it. So I kept paying my membership for like 6 months, and I wasn't going. And so I went to the owner. I said, hey, how come you didn't tell me about this? And they were like, we are so sorry. It was an oversight. And they gave me a lifetime membership for free. So
Wow.
I think you need to just make it right. That's the thing. If you screw up, you need to make it right. And a lot of businesses don't understand that. Just say you're sorry, own it, and then move on.
Yeah, I think that's true in a lot of cases, as well as owning your mistake will kind of help you get past and help the customer get past that. But it's the whole, I think, hanging on or, trying to nickel and dime your way out of it, or that's not what works in the long term.
Absolutely.
Right?
And another thing that we do that I think really sets us apart, and I will encourage your members to be thinking about this, is something that we do is we put people in a hotel. So we can't get your stuff fixed, or there's a delay, or even if it breaks down on a Sunday when we're not working, we will put you in a hotel until we can get to you on Monday. And I've never lost a customer that I put in a hotel with breakfast and a pool. Never.
Fantastic. Well, Susan, I think the brownies would be good enough to keep me around. Cookies here, whatever. But that's a fantastic thing.
They're not Colorado brownies. They're just regular brownies.
You brought it up. Well, it's kind of funny because we do have this whole thing in air filtration right now, which is, I guess, I don't know if it's controversial, but people are still getting used to the idea of cannabis growing, right? And so that's a whole nother thing that we're looking at as educating people here coming to our meeting, is because there's a lot of grow operations out there, and air filtration is should be a big part of those operations.
And, we were kind of first in the market here in Colorado, and we made the decision not to go after that market. A couple different reasons. One is the smell that lingers on the people's clothing. And that's not even the smoke or anything. It's the grow part is very smelly, right? And the technicians will leave the job from tip to toe and have to, get changed in the garage or something because it's terrible and you can't get it out. And then the other part was that immediacy, right? So if their grow goes down on Saturday at midnight, you better be able to service it because they could lose $1 million. And we just weren't a big enough operation to have that type of support. And the filtration is key because there's all these laws about what that odor does outside the building. And the filtration is absolutely essential to that, having the right filtration products so that they can contain that odor, because it's bad. There's some neighborhoods here you'll drive around and even with the windows closed, you can smell it.
Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, it's even interesting here locally in Madison, Wisconsin here. That's a big problem, not with growing, but just other industry, right? Think about coffee roasters have to worry about that. They roast coffee in a neighborhood thing. So yeah, obviously with cannabis and into other industries, air filtration has to be a big thing. If you want to play nice with your neighbor, play
Well,
nice
we
with
have
your
a
neighbors.
Purina dog chow factory here. They could use some filtration. So if
All
anybody
right.
calls on them, I think you need to up the game because that's really bad.
Absolutely. Well, that's good. They're NAFA members, be thinking about that. No, there's some
Yeah.
new opportunities for growth out there. So, well, and I guess, so going back here, I mentioned that'd be kind of a surprise, but I guess we let the cat out of the bag. So I wanted to, I guess, really specifically point out that Susan is a business owner in this industry, which is kind of rare, right? Most keynote speakers at conferences that you go to are keynote speakers and subject matter of whatever they're speaking about, but not necessarily at the trade show or the organization or the audience that they're speaking about. They try to bring it down to a certain level or customize it, which is completely fine. But I just think it's great that, Susan, you actually own your own plumbing, heating, and air business. So I think our members will really love that, because obviously you're not necessarily you're not super niche into air filtration. You're not a distributor or manufacturer of that, but obviously you work with this stuff,
Yes.
ancillary basis, right?
Yes. And in my own home too. And we do sell air filtration to our clients. It's a big thing here. So, that's definitely a product line that we carry. And I do understand the industry. And after coaching 17 different trades, so the most unusual one that I coach, they clean ceilings. That's all they do, clean ceilings. But
Wow.
I've had a chance to dip into pretty much any trade out there that you can think of. I've been there.
Excellent. So let's go back a little bit here. Let's talk up a little bit. How did you get here today? How did you come to own this business? You mentioned that obviously your family, your dad was kind of in the trade, so that might give me a little glimpse into that. Maybe tell me that little deeper story of how you got here.
Well, I was a business coach. First of all, I was an international general manager for AT&T Wireless. So I was down in the Caribbean running 2 of their country operations, which that wasn't horrible, I have to say. And when I came back, AT&T offered me a position in either Atlanta or Seattle. And I had already made my home in Colorado. I'm originally from New Jersey, lived in New York City, and I really liked it here and I wanted to stay. So I bought a business coaching firm. And that's where I coached 150 different companies and 17 different trades. And through that, there's a very funny story, which I will save for my keynote, of how I met my husband, who is the plumber, HVAC technician, and electrician. And he also is a boiler genius. That is what some people call him. He's been published 11 times. So when we met and got married, we joked that we merged our talents, and Sunshine Plumbing, Heating, Air was born. Because prior to that, he was Sunshine Solar and Mechanical. And when we moved down to Denver and started all over again, we went into the service business because we felt that service was an industry that would hold up a lot better during a recession. And we'd just been through the recession, so we didn't want to do that again. So that's how Sunshine Plumbing, Heating, Air was born. And then in 2014, I took over and stopped coaching completely. And then I had always been a speaker even from my days back at AT&T Wireless, but then I was getting a lot more requests to start speaking at trade conventions because I am a person who works in the industry. I really work here. I deal with technicians. I deal with workforce shortages. I deal with different vendor challenges. I grow with growth or lack of growth and new marketing trends, whatever the tradespeople that come to see me and the peripheral trades that come to see me at different conventions, they feel that I understand really what their business is all about.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think I love it. I look forward to meeting you. I think that our members and our attendees will obviously know that you're an authentic person who kind of knows the trenches just like they do. So we appreciate that. Well, thanks so much. I think I want to save a lot of this because I want you to give it all here in Phoenix and Scottsdale here. So I would love to talk to you more, but let's save this for in a couple months and chat some more, and where you can share more of your story.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much, Tony. I really appreciate it. It's been an awesome experience, and I can't wait until the convention.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Susan Frew, Sunshine Plumbing, Heating, and Air, and soon to be NAFA keynote speaker at the 2020 technical seminar in Phoenix, Scottsdale, March 31st through April 2nd. Thanks so much.
See you there. Thanks.